Coming up on Judge Pirro.
Jesse will actually turn into a jerk and say, hey, you're not my type. You're either too fat or not good looking enough to talk to me.
Let me stop you right there.
Hey, Zoolander, what thinks you're so...
Plaintiff Omar SALAYMEH is suing his former friend for car damages. Omar says the defendant gets attention from women when he wins dance battles at clubs. But Omar says the defendant is so arrogant that he tells women they're too fat or too ugly to talk to him. Defendant Jesse LACHAJCZYK admits he's a great dancer and he gets plenty of attention from women. But he says Omar is the one who's a jerk and the license plate on his Porsche says so.
All right, the plaintiff is suing his former friend for car damages. Omar, state your case.
I've known Jesse since we were about 13 years old, and ever since then, he's always never taken responsibility for his actions. He's always relied on his good looks and his charm to get him out of anything.
Whoa, Your Honor. Just because I'm good looking doesn't mean I use it to get out of stuff. I mean, I usually take responsibility for my actions. If anything, I'd say Omar doesn't take responsibility for his actions.
But he's suing you, so you're on the defensive here. Go ahead.
I mean when we're at clubs. Like, when we go to nightclubs, restaurants, bars, anywhere where there's music, Jesse's out there dancing and has to be the center of attention. He actually starts dance fights.
Isn't that dance what?
Dance fights.
Fights.
Yes.
Your Honor, it's actually called a dance battle.
What is a dance fight? Like
Well,
you spin and kick someone?
It's similar to a real fight, except they just dance each other off until somebody quits. Or
do they deck each other? You're saying they punch each other out?
They don't actually physically touch each other. They just dance each other. You know, one person doesn't move.
Oh,
until
have you ever heard of this?
No, I would never dance fight.
There's no fun.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, there's a video of him. It's actually not a dance fight. It's just a video of Jesse dancing, and he uses any opportunity to dance. So you can go ahead and play that.
He's dancing? Is this you dancing?
Yeah, it looks like me.
Your Honor, he's dancing on a table in a restaurant.
Your Honor, he actually filmed that video. He told me to dance. I don't know what his infatuation with me dancing is.
I do enjoy watching him dance, though. I'm not going to lie about that. He is a very good...
You should have tried out for So You Think You Can Prance. You know? You know what? You can't possibly have a fight here. There's no one to fight with.
What will happen is we do get approached by women, and as they walk up and they're like, hey, I saw you dance, this and that, and I think you're a good-looking guy, Jesse will actually turn into a jerk and say, hey, you're not my type, you're either too fat or not good-looking enough to talk to me.
Let me stop you right there.
Hey, Zoolander, what thinks you're so...
If anyone's the jerk, he's the jerk. I mean, if there's one word to describe Omar SALAYMEH, it's jerk. His license plate says it all.
Your license plate says jerk?
Yeah, it says jerk. I actually have a picture of it.
And you hang with him?
Yeah.
Does your plate say I'm with jerk? Huh? It does say jerk.
Next on Judge Pirro.
Light turned green, he takes off as fast as he can go.
Come on. This is all hearsay. I mean, I was driving the speed limit.
It's hearsay. He was there. That's not hearsay. He saw it.
He wasn't in the car.
You know what hearsay is?
Yeah. I did not take off.
What's hearsay?
He was there. He saw it.
What's hearsay?
All right, I just used that term.
Yeah.
He told me to dance. I don't know what his infatuation with me dancing is.
I do enjoy watching him dance, though. I'm not going to lie about that. He is a very good...
You should have tried out for So You Think You Can Prance.
Plaintiff Omar SALAYMEH is suing his former friend, who he accuses of getting them kicked out of gentlemen's clubs and crashing Omar's Porsche.
Oh, how old are you guys?
We're 23.
I'm 23, yeah.
All right. Why are you here?
You know, it does look like all fun and games as you watch right there, and it, you know, everybody laughs and it's cool, but it actually got us in a lot of trouble about a year ago. We were at a strip club. Jesse was, you know, had a few drinks. He decided to take his shirt off and get on stage and dance with other strippers, and actually got us kicked out of the strip club.
Man, those strippers called me on stage. They pulled me on stage.
So you get on stage and you take your clothes off?
They pulled me up there.
Who took your clothes off?
I did. I was not.
Oh, but they made you do it?
They pulled me up on stage.
They made you do it. I love it when men say that.
They did.
That woman made me do it.
All right, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I got pulled on stage. There was other guys cheering me on.
I'll bet they were cheering you on. They were waiting for the cops to come.
There were.
Then you would have ended up in shipping jail. You know? Did they have a pole there? Were you on the pole too?
wasn't on the pole. I don't work the pole.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, why are we here?
November 11th, we were at a gentleman's club, me, myself, and Mr. Malik here. As we were leaving the club, Jesse had a few drinks, but maybe one or two. Andrew was too intoxicated to drive, and because of the reasons of us leaving there, Andrew had to, he actually has a breathalyzer in his vehicle to start it because of his DUI that he had. So he couldn't physically drive the car, and since Jesse had a drink, he couldn't start the car. So I decided to drive Andrew's vehicle home for him, and I let Jesse drive my Porsche.
Were you drinking?
No, I do not drink alcohol. Since Jesse couldn't start Andrew's car physically, because if you have a sip of alcohol, you can't
Yeah,
actually...
because he was drinking.
I had one beer.
He had one beer within the hour. So
Okay,
since...
how many guys told you that one beer would have pulled them over?
Tons.
Okay, go ahead.
It was one beer.
Okay,
one
right.
beer.
I believe it was one beer.
I'm glad you believe it. Go ahead.
So otherwise, I wouldn't have let him drive my car.
Right.
I said, Jesse, can you please be careful? The car does sit
What kind of car is
It's
this?
a Porsche.
Oh, this is a Porsche?
Yeah, it's 911.
Wow.
Ask him
Pretty
how he
car.
pays for that car now.
I'm afraid to. How'd you pay for it?
I am currently unemployed. I do not have a job, so I do get unemployment checks. So that's what pays my car payment.
Yeah, but what are you going to do when the unemployment runs out?
I am planning on getting another job the minute the economy goes back up.
The minute the economy goes back up, why do you have to wait for the economy? There are 10 companies in there that are offering jobs right now. You're going to get one.
All right, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I actually have a picture of the car, if you'd like to see that. So this is why I was telling Jesse to be careful, because it does have a 3-inch clearance.
Oh, yeah, it's got a low front.
Yes. So he actually was driving the car like right behind me and Andrew as we were in the Escalade.
Stay tuned. There's more Judge Pirro after this.